So yeah, you let me know how it sounds. I don't think I've messed with anything, so it should be fine, I think. I can bump the in-game options if I need to.
Fortune and glory, here I come.
Yeah, you let me know if that sounds okay. No worries, Nid. Alright, so we need to do the next clock puzzle, so let's try this. And I have to remember what the controls are again. I'm certain I said it last time, but look at this just... Look at this just RE4 level. But before RE4, this was 2 years beforehand. Sound seems fine. Okay, cool. Alright, so we must have picked something up in the previous level to hand to him, because I don't remember what it is. So we need to figure out the next door. I think it'll just show me which one I need to unlock. So, where's the button I'm looking for? Ah, here we go. So I need Scorpion, Sword, Sun. Where's the Scorpion? There it is, down there. Scorpion. Oh, the sword is on Moon. So, what's the button to switch? There we go. I don't see a sword. Do you guys see a sword? Hold on. Could the sword also be for the Scorpion? No, that's not it. Nope. Whoa. I can... Oh, I didn't realize I could switch these now. Okay. Well, then the sun needs to be at the top, I guess. If we're recreating the picture. And then the scorpion should be at the bottom. And then the moon should be to the right. Okay, now it makes sense. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Am I supposed to... Okay. I'm in trouble here. Yeah, scorpion, sword, moon. Maybe reverse it? Maybe. I'll give it a try. Oh, wait. Hold on. There's a circle at the top. Maybe the scorpion needs to be in the top part. Yes. Okay, there we go. The animal does not need to be in the relative position. It just has to be in the circle to show that it's selected. Not the most intuitive puzzle, but we figured it out. It's a hell of a lot easier than the puzzles I've been solving in Shadows of Doubt, which, like, hey, find this person. He's average height and he's large build. And that's the only information we're going to give you, and there are 300 NPCs in the city. Fucking break into the hospital, get the medical records, and then accost everyone for being slightly fat. Eventually, you'll find whoever has the secret envelope. Alright, nothing over here, so let's head up. Sorry if my voice is a little weak. I've been trying to... What have I been trying to do? I've been trying to get the sound right and, like, speaking at the microphone, and it turns out I figured out why my voice was, like, kind of overpowering before. It's because I had the gain set up to, like, half. That's the attack button. There we go. Oh no, he's going for the gun. I'll take that bottle.
That's not gonna work.
Oh, wow, he went right over the edge. Look at that fucking alpha layer. You can see exactly where it ends. That's kind of shitty, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It was the best we could do at the time. Let's just ignore that Half-Life existed at this point. Half-Life 2. Or did it actually? No, I think Half-Life 2 was like maybe a year and a half after this. Trying to think of what games came out in 2003. This was 2003, I'm pretty sure.
Watch your step. This castle is riddled with booby traps. Yeah, this place gives me the creeps.
Let's avoid those guys for now. They mentioned booby traps. Could that have been a hint? Well, I can sneak down here. Yeah, so this was earlier. Also, apparently, I never saw it myself, but I've been told many times, like, you were not prepared for Half-Life 2 at launch. Half-Life 2 at launch apparently was super rough, because it was so experimental with all the physics and such.
Wir können hier Hilfe gebrauchen.
Whoa! Never seen that grab animation
Der
before.
Amerikaner, tötet ihn.
Oh, fuck. He's going for the gun.
This ought to even the odds.
It was just surprising to me when I learned that, because I'm like, oh yeah, Half-Life 2, the classic game of the year, game of the decade,
That's
like
not-
apparently was super fucked at launch, but I didn't have a PC at the time, so I didn't know. I think there's an item over there. Let me see if I can get to that. Oh, it's just some revolver ammo. That's nice, actually, because, like, they have not given me a refill on revolver ever for this entire Prague level. So I guess that circuit around the top is just so you can avoid those two enemies if you wanted to. And I might have wanted to, because holy shit, I didn't realize I was out of water and almost dead.
That's not gonna work.
That could have ended badly. Alright, where am I? So that leads further down. Let's check if this door opens. Wait, have I done a circuit? I think I've done a circuit. What is my actual objective? Find his manifesto. Return to the astrology clock. Okay.
That's not gonna work.
Okay, so not this way. I feel like I've returned to the start of the level, but I can't tell because it all looks... I have. I totally went back to the very beginning. Okay, so general rule of thumb, go up. That's where we need to be heading up only.
That's not gonna work.
I wonder if I jumped to the wrong place with the chain. That might make sense. There's the zip line. This looks like forward progress.
That's not gonna work.
Or not. Oh, I could climb up here maybe? No. I have to get down there somehow, I think. Oh, here. I can follow this path along. And... jump. Ah, the whip. That's what it is. I forgot I could do that. No. You can do it, Indy. Face the right direction.
This looks important.
Astute observation, Indy. It looks like it's a switch without the switch. I guess somebody took it out of docked mode. Oh, right, because the observatory's closed. Like, damn, why can't I see anything with this telescope? Oh, that's why. Now that's the same energy of, like, the guy who looks through the, like, a brass telescope, but backwards. They're so far away, sir. We'll never catch up to them. Alright, so we got Statue of an Angel. And here's the manifest door.
Break down the door.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Alright, let's... Actually, no. I've got time. So I can see a constellation.
It's the constellation of Orion.
Okay, it's the Orion constellation.
Wir können hier Hilfe
Oh, shit.
gebrauchen.
I didn't realize they were still breaking through. Let's go. Alright, let's use that zip line we saw earlier. And this is why it loops around. You did? You did? You did? There we go. Yeah. I'm trying to grab him. The grab prompt is very unreliable because you have to use both attack buttons at the same time, and it just doesn't work like 50% of the time.
That's not gonna work.
And it's a shame. Like, maybe it would have made the too easy and abusable, but like, there's not much meaningful difference between the two attack buttons, so you could have just made one of them a grab. Alright, so we got the manifesto, return to the astrology clock. Okay, so we're just making our way backwards. And now we can do the next clock puzzle. Oh yeah, Nid, look at these. Look at these huge skeletons. Those are way too large. I don't know if the modelers knew that. Like, if they intentionally made them too huge, but those are fucking giants. Alright, so pull the lever. Ugh, I just had this horrible thought in my head of like, what if these are the fucking aliens from the fourth movie, and that's why they're so tall? Okay, so nights, sun pointing down, clock pointing to 11 o'clock. So where's the nights? I don't see nights exactly, but I do see two people, so let's try that. So sun was pointing down. And moon is at 11 o'clock. Okay, there we go. I figured it either had to be the two figures or it had to be like the justice symbol. Like the scales. Okay, medkit. I think I must be full up. Wait, hold on a minute. Can I take your... No. The one weapon it makes more sense to take, despite how poorly modeled it is. And no, Indy will not try it. We'll just stick with the bottle. You know what, I take that back. I do not want to try
That's the
platforming
tower
this
marked
with a
on the map.
halberd on my back.
I've got to find a way to get out there and find that crystal.
There is one game that I've ever seen that treats halberds realistically, which is Kingdom Come Deliverance, where they are super effective weapons that are used by all the soldiers, and you can get one, but it's incredibly shitty to use because it doesn't allow you to sprint. Like, it's so large and so unwieldy and heavy that you can't put it away in your inventory, and you can't sprint with it. Oh, shit. Why is that pausing the game? It should not be pausing the game. 1 second. Okay, is he dead? Okay, let me test this. L1 is pausing the game. It should not.
Wir können hier Hilfe gebrauchen.
Okay, are they dead? Alright, let's take a second to fix this. Resume? There we go, now it's working as intended. That's really fucking odd, because nothing else has changed.
That's not gonna work.
Okay, there's a ledge there. Yeah, that's where I'm going. Yep. Ooh, okay. I almost screwed that up. I kind of jumped the gun a little.
To think I joined the secret police to get a
We can do this the easy way or hard way.
wouldn't give for a
Oh.
good strudel.
Let's do the easy way. Off you go, fellas. Oh, they actually have a ledge climbing animation.
Why do they always pick the hard way?
Yeah, I don't know why the grab is so unreliable. Because sometimes it does like that shoulder tackle, like that. And I'm like, is that because I'm in motion? No, it's not. Or maybe it is. Yeah, no, it's just unreliable. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, there's a whip there. Is this a climb up ledge? No, it's not. Where's the whip prompt? It was there a second ago. Never mind, I guess. So it still worked, thankfully, but the prompt disappeared. I don't know if you saw it, Dash, but the YouTube uploads have gone up, and for the first episode, I named it The Jank Adds Flavor. Okay, no, I'm not. I need to get a bit higher. He's not able to swing at all. Let's get to a good position, because this camera angle does not like that wall. It kind of does that Dark Souls 1 thing, where you have to turn the option off, because by default, if the camera hits something in the environment, then it tries to move out of the way. And in certain places, that can get you killed. Because it'll change the direction you're walking, and on like the beams and stuff, like where you have to like tightrope your way across, that can just instantly kill you. Oh my, is that a Da Vinci flying machine? Of course it is. Of course it is. Was Da Vinci ever in Prague? I don't know.
This is definitely not a safe way to fly. Unfortunately, I don't have any other choice.
Okay, you just teleported on top of it. Like, okay. It's basically just a hang glider. I'm not going to question the physics of why it can fly. It probably would work just fine. But I don't think you should be standing on top of it.
Impress even myself.
That seems like the kind of thing where you're supposed to be hanging
Bad
underneath.
feeling about this.
But what do I know? Okay, this guy's fucking metal. Is he also a giant? It's hard to tell with him sitting down. His hands are ridiculously big.
Gas.
Oh god. Is this a gas chamber? I know I'm fighting Nazis, but like a gas chamber is a bit on the nose, guys.
I have to get out of here now.
Okay, now let's get down here. Yeah, he was. I know Indy's brave, but like that seemed like a little stupid. That looks like a kind of prototype you put away in the shed because it's the one that didn't work. Do I climb that? Yes, there we go. You can't control the camera right now. Alright, can I swing?
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, okay, so this is just to head back down. This is how we got to the tower in the first place. Now, was there another door? Yes, there was. Okay, final door. I think while I'm at it, I'll take a drink. I'll actually take a drink, but also have Indy heal himself. Yeah, and here you go. Here's your glowing red orb of destiny. Indy's trotting around the world looking for one specific item. So all these other artifacts, fuck it, just throw it in the fire. I need it for a puzzle. After that, it's worthless to me. Alright, so. Ooh. This is actually kinda... Okay, well, obviously the scales. That's gotta be it. But as for position, I guess there are two to the left and right. Nope, wrong dial. No, not that. X? Could it be an X pattern? Or is that referring to the time? It could be referring to the time. Let's try that. Put them both on 10. Yes, okay, there we go. Because I was thinking, like, it's like a clock. It has numbers on it, but I don't think the numbers were relevant for any of the previous doors.
Hey, what's that?
I'm back? What do you mean I'm back? Dash. Did the record it? Oh god, did OBS die or something? At least it was only for a couple of minutes. Because, like, I'm seeing no problems whatsoever on my side. So, like, I thought it was going just fine. And we're fighting Frankenstein. We solved the last door puzzle. Fuck. Alright, so we're just casually finding immortality is real. Can I pick this up? No, I can't. Okay, that's not working. He's immune to damage. Oh.
Ouch! It's some kind of acid. That stuff is lethal.
Okay. Gun? No, it's all the beakers. Fuck, okay. I really gotta watch out for when he starts throwing that. Okay, that's actually kind of tricky to aim. It works the same with the skulls. Yeah, let's just get up in his face and do it. More beakers? Any other beakers? There they are. So they do replenish. Fuck. Got him. Oh, okay. Spike trap? Oh, he's gonna charge into it. Alright, let's... Or do I pick this up? Okay, it's just a weapon. Oh, fuck. Just for the sake of my own paranoia, Dash, are you seeing all of this? Yes, okay, good. I was worried it had gone off again. It is weird that OBS didn't, like, flash up a warning saying, hey, you've been dropping frames or anything. Oh, fuck. Alright, I need to heal myself. This is probably the end of the level, so who cares if I use medkits? So is this like an ancient mummy, or is this like a Nazi experiment? It could be either, quite frankly. This is a very modern looking lab, but this is an ancient dragon shard. Both. It could be both. That doesn't look good.
Gas.
Okay, that's kind of hilarious, considering we escaped from a gas room earlier. Like, we have established that Indy is smart enough to
Dr.
not...
Jones. What? No more jokes?
Oh, that's the guy who got eaten by the crocodile. Or at least we thought he did.
Yeah. I cannot express how delighted I am to see you again. We have so much to discuss. Throw him on the train. I will conduct the interrogation when we reach Istanbul.
Oh my god. Train level? I fucking love train levels. I don't know if we're gonna get a train level. And you guys are missing the FMV again. Alright, so we see a blimp traveling between two different countries and going to Istanbul. Weirdly, it's not showing a train. It's actually quite odd. And no train level.
Where am I? Istanbul? What are they doing here? What was that?
Ah, you're finally awake. I'd advise you to save your strength. Our interrogations can be quite grueling. Sadly, I have other matters that require my attention.
We could always wait until you return.
I think not. Goodbye, Dr. Jones.
I'm trying to remember if he had a, like, damaged eye before. Like, is that because of the crocodile?
Get me
Or...
out of here.
It looks like we got the wrong Dr. Jones after all.
Don't let this little bump in the road throw you. The Nazis have no idea what they're looking for.
Do not be too sure of that. The Germans are excavating a city underneath Istanbul.
They found the palace of Belisarius? No wonder Von Beck was in a hurry.
You must go there and find the third piece of the Mirror of Dreams. Remember, I'll be watching you.
Don't you trust me? You hired me.
That was the most unnecessary backflip I've seen in a long time.
Not good. I need an edge.
Oh, get him in a corner trap. Let's throw him into the wall. Boom. Technically, yes. Okay, fair enough. I didn't think about it. Oh, knife. You know, here's where I expose my complete ignorance of geography. They said Istanbul, and now I'm looking at Turkish knife, and I'm like, is Istanbul in Turkey? I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. I completely failed geography. It probably is, I guess. Like, am I just stupid? I'm probably stupid. It is. Okay, good. All I know is I look around and I see that one Assassin's Creed game that was shit. Sorry, not the one game that was shit. I mean, it was one of the games that was shit.
That's not gonna work.
Ooh, grenades! Oh, I can't. Okay. Oh, I died? Okay, so the blast radius on those, despite there being virtually no effects on it, is massive, apparently.
Not good. I need an edge.
Okay, yeah, that's the strat. You throw them into a wall, and then you can get them in a corner trap. And they can't do shit about it. Actually, where's my health? Does that only appear when I'm injured or something? I guess I won't know until I find a fountain or a water canteen or whatever. I mean, okay, it's totally unreasonable for me to expect otherwise, but I can't help but notice that the knife has the exact same moveset as the machete.
Oh.
Okay, it's a good thing it automatically accounts for height. Okay, well, not that much automatic. Let's try this again. Do like a half throw. Oh, I think that bonked on his. I think it bonked him on the head. Oh god. Let's reload this gun. I'm keeping my photo open in case I get a Discord message because I'm now super paranoid.
I'll try not to blow myself up.
Okay, he tried. He tried. He tried to throw it back. It was a noble effort. He was just slightly too slow. Oh god. Go, 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 go. Oh. That one actually did succeed. Okay, the gun guys at least won't throw the grenades back. Oh, there's my health. I love the little bonk sound effect as it bounces off his head. I wonder if that's the speedrun strat, if you have to fight enemies, is to get them into a corner trap. Yeah, it's definitely bouncing off them, bouncing off their heads. It does like a little, like punch sound effect when it does. Yeah, what's the button for walls? There we go. Come on. Got him. Alright, was there another guy with a grenade? No, no. Leave the grenades. I don't need them. Fine. Fucking hell. There was an explosive barrel, and I should have been aiming for those with first person. Okay, how difficult... Oh, I dropped my gun. Shit. Okay, this is actually pretty bad. Oh god, I need to get him. Fuck.
This ought to even up the odds.
Oh fuck. No! Shit. Ah. I thought I had him. The worst possible time to run out of ammo. Can I not first person aim? I cannot first person aim out of cover. Got him. Come on. Got him. Is there another one? Anyone else? Alright, there's another guy. Clutch, clutch. And I got my stuff. And a medkit. Alright, let's save the medkit for desperate times. Let's use the canteen. I've forgotten my controls. How do I use this again? There we go. And there's all the water gone. Would have been nice to keep the canteen upgrade. I haven't found one since the first location.
That's not gonna work.
It's not? Okay. Where can I go then? I don't think... The barrels don't, like, destroy walls or anything, so... Maybe. Nope. Just to be certain. No, no, it wouldn't, because, like, I'm just wasting ammo doing that. Speaking of wasting ammo, I meant to punch that. Okay. So I can't go through there. Well, okay, I got my equipment, so now I have to head back the way I came, because now I have my whip. There's probably, like, a grapple point. There we go. Revolver is way more accurate.
That's not gonna work.
Alright, who's coming at me? I'm trying to remember, is there a crouch button? I don't think there is. Whoa. I have a roll, but not a crouch. So what was I saying earlier? Oh yeah, I wonder if that's like a legit speedrun tech. Or if you have to kill an enemy, do the corner trap, because they can't do anything about it. Oh, am I picking up grenades? There we go. One of two. Oh no, two in reserve maybe. Hold on. Nope, not what I wanted. Yeah, massively overshot that. 75%. There we go, perfect. That is a very fair point, Dash. But I mean, like, if you've got to fight an enemy, because sometimes you do. Sometimes there's just no getting around playing the game by its own rules. Turret sequence. It is still so weird to me that I fire a gun with triangle. 23 days ago? So like around the time... Oh, well, no, I only streamed this once last week, but... not that far from when I started playing, someone set a new record. 1 hour 35, that's pretty good. And it's not as low as you would think. If they're like glitching through every wall, you would expect it to be under an hour. But yeah, that sounds to me like it's like an optimized player. Like, skipping every cutscene, moving as fast as humanly possible through the levels. Maybe 1 or 2 skips. Like a big skip to get past like an annoying puzzle sequence. Oh no, she's doing the anime thing. She's announcing her attacks. This is my enemy attack. I use the power of gun. Oh god, she's doing unnecessary front flips too. She can't help herself, she's showing off. It kind of reminds me of how Crash Bandicoot, a normal jump in Crash Bandicoot is a forward flip. For no reason. I don't know why, that always stood out to me as like, you didn't need to do that. But he does it every single time. Okay. Actually, thinking about it from an animation standpoint, it's actually kind of smart now that I think about it. Because... you know the exact moment he's about to start losing momentum, and it's as his legs come over his head. Not momentum. The moment he starts to lose height. Rolling over a gap as fast as jumping. Okay. Oh, you're looking up speedrun strats. You can roll over a gap? I'll have to try that. Hopefully one that won't kill me. The roll is kind of like a jump. It's like a dive roll. Do I stick to the wall here? There we go. I don't think I'm going to be setting any world records with my poor display earlier. Oh, shit, I see a Discord message. Oh god, it's someone tagging me in fucking Pokemon again. I don't know why. Apparently a Pokemon was called Rumbling Rear earlier, and I don't know what the hell this one's going to be about. I muted that channel for a reason, goddammit. I don't care about Pokemon. Geo tagged me. I know he's streaming. Yeah, I am streaming, Geo. Thank you for the distraction, you git. He's probably not here right now. Alright, so now we can use the zip line. The first level video was 30 minutes long. Okay. So the speedrun's not absurd. It's like... Well, actually, no. You said 13 minutes. Do you mean the entire jungle area? Like, right up until the crocodile? I assume you must, because, like, the first actual... Yeah. The first actual level, as this game categorizes them, is like 2 minutes long, playing it normally. I think it took me, for the entire jungle area, like, maybe an hour and a half? Probably 2 hours. Off you go. Oh, I was also 30 minutes. Okay, so it's got like a bit of a consistent pace to it. Oh god, I can hear their heavy breathing. You know what? I'm not dealing with you guys. You're creeping me out.
I don't believe it. The Nazis have discovered the sunken palace of Belisarius. Von Beck must be smarter than he looks.
Belisarius? I don't know, recognize the name, so... Let's see... What's around here? That must be the way down. Oh, almost ran off the ledge. I am curious about the, Can you look something up for me, Dash? Can you just look up, AVGQ, Emperor's Tomb? I'm curious if they've run this game at some point. Because if they have, I'd be interested in watching that. Ooh, getting tricky with the platforming now. Slides into whip swings.
Just keep your eyes open.
Oh god, okay. Grab. Ooh. Grab. Ooh. And we got a Mauser. Nice. The not Red 9. That's always going to be funny to me, is that, like, because of RE4, we're always going to think of the Red 9 first, whenever we see that type of gun, even though it's just, like, a weird modification of a Mauser. No? Am I getting that wrong? There is other speedruns. Okay. Oh, you were talking about AVGQ. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But I will check out a speed run. I was just curious if they had done it. Alright. You know what? Fuck it. If I'm gonna leave a med kit behind, might as well use one and pick this up. You know what this is starting to look like? And this is gonna be a strange thing to say, because the whole game should really apply to this. This level specifically, with all these straight edges, looks like Tomb Raider. Like Tomb Raider 1. Can I not jump up this? No? Okay, let's... This must be just like a secret corner to like get the medkit. Can I go down there? Oh, yes. No? Oh, shit. Holy shit. That actually worked somehow. I don't think it was supposed to work, though. Is this a chain I can grab onto? I don't think it is. I think it's a whip point. Okay, I somehow survived that. But the sound effect does not suggest that I survived it. Oh god, I think I'm out of bounds. This does not seem like I'm supposed to be here. Oh, I'm dead. I can't actually attack. Or can I? No. I think I broke the game. Yeah, of course you did, Dash, because he's probably the only person in the universe who speedruns this
I
game.
don't believe it. The Nazis have discovered the sunken palace of Belisarius. Von Beck must be smarter than he looks.
Okay, so there's been a recent thing I've been running into, right? So I use this website called How Long to Beat. It's very useful. Leaderboard was pretty full but dead. Okay, yeah, fair enough. That makes sense. At some point, this would have been popular. What was I trying to say? So, I use this website, How Long to Beat, and it's very useful for organizing my games by length and figuring out what I should play next to bring the list down. And the problem I've been running into recently is, oh, let me add on my VR games, because I also need to deal with those. And a bunch of them work, but I'm running into the problem where some of them are just not on the list at all. Like, some of them have been out for like a couple months, and not a single person on Earth has thought to add it to the website. Or if you do find it there, one person ever has submitted a time for it. So, okay, I'm an idiot. We slid down here. This is the path forward. I ignored this doorway because I thought it was where
Just
I came
keep your
from.
eyes open.
Oh, wait, no, this is the Nazi path. Oh, there. That corner over there, that's where I need to go. Oh, God, I'm getting crossed up. Alright, now Zura's decently powerful. I wasn't able to pick up that medkit. I might as well do that now. All relics with one entry, the rest were any percent. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I've only found one, maybe two artifacts. Like, they're pretty well hidden, it seems. That was the option on the main menu for artifacts that I forgot to do earlier. There we go. Stand against the wall, move around it. Oh god. I can hear him. Why is he doing that? It's like he's jogging in place trying to get in his 8 minutes for the week, but he's just running out of breath. Sounds so weird. Dude, calm down. Take a nap. It's not even effective training. No, it is not.
Halt!
I think I just dodged his bullet. Like, I might be wrong, but I think when I did that, it actually did avoid the shot. Alright, we've now got a shit ton of ammo for this. Well, not really, because it runs out incredibly fast, but we've got a decent amount. I can start using this now. And I'm gonna have to. That was pretty satisfying. Alright. Heading down, further down. I guess that skull thing wasn't important at all that we saw. I feel like that must have been like a historical reference, like it was the head of a statue where the head's been missing since forever. And the game's just like, hey, what if Indy just stumbled across it? Okay, put this away. You guys need to stop. This breathing exercise thing is really getting to me. Oh, he went flying. Ooh, that's not a good sound. Just gonna ignore what I think I just heard. Okay, yeah. Let's go around this wall. Okay, I'm gonna have to jump for this one. Is this the path forward? Yes. No? Maybe? Yes. You know, I'll talk about it when I can actually turn the camera in that direction. This is such a weird, like, geometry for, like, a level. But I'm, like, thinking about it now. It's like, oh, these are floor tiles. This is where, like, the floor tiles broke off in, like, perfectly angular lines. I guess because I had the bricks were put together. Actually, no, that doesn't make any sense at all. These make sense. These probably, like, the larger pieces just fell away. But with this, it's like a clean slice right through the bricks. That doesn't make any sense. No? Oh, God. I can never remember my buttons. There we go. Okay, can I reach that? I don't know if I can reach that. Oh, Jesus. I feel like the water will just kill me if I drop in there, but I don't think I have any choice. Alright. Off we go. Nope. Okay, no, I'm fine. There's sharks. Of course there's fucking sharks. Hey Dash, what's the over-under on sharks in Turkey? Like deep inland Turkey. I think there's like a huge river that runs through Istanbul. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I don't know. Maybe that makes sense. Is this where I came from? It's where I came from. God damn it. I have to actually just go down. Okay, yeah. There. That's where I have to go. I have to use the whip to get over that rubble, which means I have to get over there and then drop down. Okay, now I know what to do. This is a pretty big area, but it's really all just a setup for a single jumping puzzle. It's the same as the other light fixtures, but I don't think you can swing on that one. Doesn't seem like. You know, I'm curious, Dash, because I'm thinking about it now. Does Indy, like, swing on his whip a lot in the movies? Like, it's a big deal when he does it once in the first film. And then I think he does it in Crystal Skull a second time. I don't think he actually does it that often, despite how iconic it is. Alright, let's jump. Whoa, okay, that did not look right. Yeah, I'm thinking about it now, and I don't remember him doing it very often. Yeah. Can I... Get you with this. Okay, he's down. We've got a cracked wall here. I need to get some explosives. Don't think a regular grenade's gonna do it. It's gonna have to be like dynamite or something. It's so strange to me that they said, yeah, you can headshot people and kill them instantly, but only if they're unaware of you. Like, it's a stealth kill tactic. It's so strange. With how hard it is to actually aim at people and hit headshots, you'd think it would just be a general
This
mechanic.
ought to even help the odds.
Medkit, dynamite, give me that. Demo charge. Let's use this medkit. Take this one. There's the head. Okay, I guess we're heading that way regardless. There's no way anybody's gonna model something that elaborate and not have you get up close to it. Still need to remember to try doing that roll over cover thing. Roll over a gap. Alright, go. Please don't kill me. There we go. Alright, so the way behind me conveniently caved. Oh shit. Damn it. The only thing that matters in this game in terms of melee combat is speed. Because stun locking, everything stun locks, so like you just have to be the first to hit more than anything else. Alright, let's roll through here. What is this? Is this an
I'm gonna
artifact?
be a rich man if I ever get out of this alive.
Yeah, it's a collectible artifact. He's gonna be a rich man, he says. Implying he sells these? What happened to the museums, Indy? I actually don't know if Indy is rich or not. I have no idea. Like, he's taken a lot of plane tickets. I always got the impression his father was well off, but it was very unclear with him. Okay, can I not... jump up here? No, I guess I have to jump across to here. There we are. It's a tight gap, but you can make it. Oh, no. No. That looks very strange. Dash, look at this. For some reason, this counts as a ledge. Can I skip? No. Due to the way that it counts jumps or ledges. Oh, no. Yep. I think that might have been a minor skip. Who knows? Alright, so I'd like to announce that I'm entering for speedrunning for this game. This is my first practice run. I'm just learning the ropes. I'm hoping to get under 2 hours. Okay. Let's see. Don't really see anything I can swing on, so let's just climb down safely. Yes, we got past the gate. More Nazis.
Schnell, schnell! Es ist der Amerikaner! Jetzt hast du...
The dude's fucking taunting me. That makes sense. You'd be better off Googling, is Indiana Jones rich? Or something like that. Yeah, use the medkit. They're willing to hand them out in this level, so I don't mind using them anymore. Ah, fuck. They're really stingy with the, Mauser ammo. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, between the constant trips around the world... Like, that's the thing. I don't know if he gets paid for donating to a museum. Like, maybe he gets, like, a finder's fee? You think? Sorry, I don't know what you're referring to. Did I say something weird? You'd think he'd get a free fee. Yeah, it would make sense. If only to, like, fund more expeditions. Alright, we're going into the crane and we're now going to destroy these priceless antiques. Just like Indiana Jones would have... Wait a minute.
I need to get down.
Just like Lara Croft would have done.
That head could be my ticket out of here.
Oh god, I was joking. Indy, don't actually do this. That thing's probably priceless. Alright, pick it up. No. Right mouse. What is my right mouse button? There we go. Yeah, let's play the crane game. With this priceless piece of history. Oh god, am I gonna drop it in the hole? I'm gonna hope that he's just gonna ride it down like an elevator. How do you... I had a button to, like, swing the whip around in, like, circular motion, and it just seems to be gone now. There it is. I'm pressing the exact same button, but now it does something different. Love this game. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, that's a fair point, Ned. I mean, really, they were asking for it. These fucking Nazis. Messing with something they don't own. They shouldn't have put it in the crane game if they didn't want me to play it. Oh, yes, of course. They shouldn't have left it here like 600 years ago. Did you not hear about that? Hear about what exactly? Whoa. Oh, yeah, yeah. I knew all about that. And I've heard their horseshit excuses for why they can't do that. Oh, I'm very aware, Nid. I remember that. It was woof. That was fucking horrible. Like, we make fun of the British Museum for being evil, but that was the most mask off they've ever been. Of just like, no, fuck you, it's ours now. Do you have any idea how much money we make on having these here? In storage where no one can see them? No, we will not give you your great-great-great-grandfather's remains back. We call him Charles now. Okay. Let's think about this. The head's there. Well, at least it's underwater. Nothing bad ever happens to things that's underwater. It's not going to erode or anything. Okay. There's another crane there. Well, how did you get a crane down here? That is a marvel of engineering, quite frankly. I'm actually impressed. Say what you will about the... Oh no, I can't even make the joke. I can't. Say what you will about the Nazis. They sure made some pretty fun toys. Oh, I'm going to help that one. And I deserve it. Okay, where the hell do I go, actually? Because, like, can I climb up on the scaffolding? Doesn't seem like there's a ladder. Yeah, I got a highway pass. As long as I get to listen to AC/DC along the way, that'll be fine. There are worse ways to go. Okay, I'm actually a bit stumped because I don't have... Oh, there's another path. And I've got the oxygen tank, which is not visible on my body, but it has made my oxygen meter longer. No, 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 no. Yeah, there's no in-between. It's either full of fun people or terrible people. Actually, the reality is it's probably both. Wouldn't the most depressing reality be, or maybe the most acceptable, I'm not sure, that hell is just Earth? And I don't mean that in a hell on earth sense. I mean like you get there, and because of God's high standards, everyone is there, so it's really not that different from being on Earth. I've noticed, yes. I actually, for the first time ever, sunbathed, which is not really possible in my country normally. But apparently I have a vitamin D deficiency because it's that bad. And suddenly it's like, oh, it's super sunny out. Let's see if we can fix that. Okay, MP4, spear gun. Let's try this baby out.